Kerala has a lot of promise, and I think all of you are firmly aware of that. I don't think I'm aware of Thai Kerala. To Vivek, so Vinay, who I didn't know was a Kennedy, by the way. It's Kennedy or Kennedy? Kennedy, okay. I thought you were part of the Kennedy family in the US, but nevertheless. Thank you to Anisha, for moderating our session. I think I pretty much said what all I wanted to say, but two things I'd like to add quickly. Like I quickly mentioned, Kerala has a lot of promise, and I think all of you are firmly aware of that. I don't think I need to reiterate that. But I do also sense a bit of a frustration, a bit of despair when it comes to drawing comparisons, drawing, probably a little bit of a relative theories in terms of comparisons with nearest neighbors, say those in Karnataka, those in Telangana, those in Tamil Nadu, etc., etc. But the fact is, each state has its own attributes, each state has its own strengths, each territory geographically also has its own advantages and disadvantages. When we hear about Kerala from outside, because I'm going to give you an outsider's perspective, like I said, even as a school-going child, I was heavily impressed with the kind of advancements Kerala has made in terms of human development indices. And over the years, again, when Kerala branded itself as God's own country and has really disrupted the way we market our state for tourism, again, it set a benchmark. Now, there's no reason why a state like Kerala, which consistently has topped in the past on human development indices, has disrupted in the way it presented itself to the world, there's no reason why it cannot once again reinvigorate, reinvent, reorient, and rethink its strategy in terms of accomplishing the much needed entrepreneurial ambitions of the entrepreneurs here. I do understand that there are inherent limitations. I do understand that there are challenges. But the fact is, Keralites, Malayalis have done exceptionally well across the world. Today, if you look at the Middle East, the Gulf, you would run into pretty much, I think every third or second Indian you would run into is a Malayali. So the kind of entrepreneurial spirit, the kind of talent that we see in Malayalis and Keralites elsewhere in the world is something that we can truly draw inspiration from, and I'm sure we can create more and more such success stories right from here. And one thing I'd like to add to what Vinay said, entrepreneurship is certainly a lonely journey. And most of entrepreneurial success stories that you would hear, especially in a country like India, are despite the government, not because of the government. They're mostly despite the government. What I would like to urge all of you is, of course, governments have to help you, governments have to support you, governments have to stand by you. And I'm sure even the government here is doing its best in terms of just changing its approach, in terms of reorienting itself, in terms of connecting with you and working with you more closely. But without having to wait for the government, I think you should start working with each other, start building stories, start building fabulous successes, and start showcasing them more. Thai Kerala, I'm sure, has done a great job over the years in terms of building a brilliant network. But I think a lot more can be accomplished by way of drawing in inspiration from other parts of India, as also other parts of the world as well. And as I promised, whatever little we can do as a fan of Kerala, as an admirer of Kerala, whatever little we can do as outsiders who can bring in probably some fresh perspective, we will do. And as I was promising to Murali and Anisha just a while ago, if the Thai Global Summit does come here, I will do everything to evangelize and to support the event in my individual capacity. And I assure you that if there are connections to be made, ultimately the world is only 6 degrees of separation. All you need is proper networking and proper connecting. And if there are connections you are looking to make in Hyderabad, in Telangana, happy to make those. So please reach out to Jacob, please reach out to Thai chapter here. I will connect you to the right kind of people in Hyderabad, in Telangana. Look forward to more and more success stories coming from the Thai Kerala chapter. So onwards and upwards, all the very best. Thank you.
Over to Vinay. So we've come to the fag end of the Tycon valedictory function where we are going to be celebrating the award winners. We're going to start out and continue once the minister also reaches. So we'll probably start out. So our most prestigious award every year is usually the Lifetime Achievement Award of the year, for the year. And this year, unfortunately, our award winner is not here today. But it has been a very fulfilling process for all of us at TIE, because the jury happened to select TIE's own founder president for the Lifetime Achievement Award of the Year 2024. Shri Balagopal Chandrasekhar was with us all of yesterday, but unfortunately he had to be in Mumbai today, part of his work as the chairman of KSIDC. So he's not
chair of TIE.